Welcome to the Under Construction Podcast with me, Martin Williams. Here we talk about how to build or rebuild your life one step at a time. Let's get to work. And hello, everybody. My name is Martin Williams. Thank you for tuning in to the Under Construction Podcast. And I keep catching myself because I've changed the podcast title recently. So one day I won't have to stumble on that. It'll just flow, right? But for now, thank you for tuning in. If you have not subscribed to the podcast, please do so. You can do so on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud. All the links to the podcast can be found at guidedexpressions.com/podcast with an S. So today I want to continue my series going through the science of getting rich. And we are on day 5 of the science of getting rich. And it has to do with increasing faith. And I combined 2 chapters here. Increasing faith and how riches come to you. Right? So I'm just going to jump right into it. Every living thing must continually seek for the enlargement of life because life has to increase in self. A seed multiplies itself and must do so in order to keep up with life. So infinite intelligence, or God, does the same. Consciousness is always expanding. Knowledge is always increasing. And the urge of life is to continually expand. So in order to know, do, and be more, we got to have more. And we grow by using things. So once I stayed in a 4-star hotel, I wanted to do it again and again. And I have. And once I drove an expensive car for the first time, I wanted to drive one again. And I did. So what this book is essentially saying is that we have to get rich so we can live more, so we can experience more of life. It's not so much about just having money to sit on it. It's to buy those experiences that we need in order to grow and to expand. One of the, best times of my life was going overseas and living overseas for 3 months. And when I say best, during the time that I was there, it wasn't always fun, but I had to get to that point, by studying and having a desire to learn more and to become more. Right? If I didn't want anything, then there would have been no need for me to leave the country and study overseas. But I wanted more and I wanted to be more. And so that allowed me to, basically bring that experience into my life. And I learned a lot, just kind of seeing how the world lives and really being grateful for being born in the United States and being an American citizen and all of that. So what makes you desire more money is the same thing that makes the plant grow. It's life. It's seeking fuller expression. Okay? So God can live more in you. And if you have more things, and the wealthier you are, the greater amount of expansion you're capable of having. Now, we want to live a real life. We don't just want sensual gratification, right? I don't just want to watch a mansion on TV. I want to live in one, at least stay in one for a few nights, right? I want to experience more life. And that's something that we all want. Okay? We all want to experience more life, just in different ways. We should want to get rich in order that you may eat, drink, and be happy when it's time to do so. So you can surround yourself with beautiful things and see distant lands and feed your mind and develop your intellect so you can love mankind and do kind things, right? How many times have you seen someone who was in need, but you couldn't really help them because you didn't have the money to do so, right? Now, money isn't just for other people, but it's a part of it, okay? Now, we want to be careful also that we balance these things out. And Waddles really points this out in a great way. He says that extreme altruism and extreme selfishness are no better and no worse than the other. Both are mistakes. Okay? It's not about giving away all your money, but it's not about hoarding it either. It's a balance. Everything in life is a balance. Okay? God doesn't want you to sacrifice yourself for the sake of others. He wants you to make the most of yourself. Now, infinite intelligence or intelligent substance or formless substance will make things for you. It will not take from someone else. So you want to get rid of the thought of competition. You don't need to take someone's house, take someone's car, take someone's husband, take someone's wife. You don't need to do any of those things. You don't have to take someone's life. You can create your own life, the one that's specifically designed by you and for you. You're to create and not compete for what was already created. You don't need to take anything from anyone or drive sharp bargains. You don't need to covet the property of another man. Become a creator and not a competitor. Riches secured on the competitive plane never satisfy and usually aren't long-lasting. To become rich in a certain way, or in the certain way, you have to rise completely out of competitive thought and off the competitive plane. And when you do that, you'll find that supply is never limited. And if you think that all the money is being cornered by bankers, you limit yourself. Waddles continues, there are untapped billions of dollars and more than enough to meet your needs. Even if they didn't exist, more will be created to meet your needs. Nobody is cornering the visible supply and can prevent you from getting what's yours. So how do riches come to you? They come to you by giving more in use value than what you get in cash value. So Waddles gave a great example here. If he sold an Eskimo a bundle of furs worth $500, that doesn't help the Eskimo at all, and it actually puts him in a disadvantage. But if you give an Eskimo a gun worth $50 for his furs, even though the furs may go for more on the open market, that gun is worth more to him than the money because the gun is going to help him get more furs and he'll make himself rich. You can sell what you want, but make sure that you're selling something that actually adds to a person's life. Make sure you're selling something that's useful to other people, right? Sell things that bring happiness, bring joy, sell things that bring ease to people's lives. And when you do that, you'll sell more and more of those things, and you'll make yourself rich as well as make that person rich. Okay? So it's very important. Give every person more in use value than what you take from them, and you're adding to the life of the world. Ask big, don't ask small, right? You're not dealing with a small-time entity. If you really want $1 million a year, ask for it, and then pursue it. Act as if you already have it, and then be prepared to offer that much or offer more in use value, right? So if you want $1 million, then you need to offer $1 million or more in use value than that $1 million, and it's guaranteed to happen. Again, you're dealing with the greatest power in the universe that can give you anything you want, anything you desire without measure. Your desire for the possession of riches is one with the desire of the omnipotence for more complete expression. So don't ever let someone make you feel bad because you want to have material riches. You should want to have it. You have a right to it. So thank you so much for listening. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Martin Williams. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, like, comment, share, and I will talk to you soon. Don't forget to subscribe to the Under Construction podcast on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud. For more information on Guided Expressions courses and products, go to guidedexpressions.com/products.